Hi folks, it's the Timothy T once again. We are live on a Friday. It's rare, but it can happen. I am actually streaming before I have to go to work, so this is probably going to be like a 2 to 3 hour stream. There's a lot to go over before, while we're doing this. We're going to get started right away. I made some changes, and by changes I mean I made my own sprites of Tumba. We're gonna get started right away because I do not have a lot of time. A lot of announcements I was keeping up with for the past couple of days. I've actually been pretty busy. I think my schedule will be a little bit different, a little bit more your ad here. It will be a little bit more flexible in a few. But I have been keeping up with... Oh wow, we're level 6. I have been keeping up with the Tumba Special Edition coming out. The second one. The second game. It's actually going to be coming out very soon, in about 10 days. It's going to be coming out December 15th on Steam. I don't know how it is for the other platforms. But it's good to have like a Steam update at least. And yeah, I have a completely different sprite. I made this myself. It's unusual to have bombs right here. This took me like over a month to do. I am not really good at spriting. Oh no. That's how it is, huh? Can we go back? Yes, we can. Good. So I am not very good at spriting. This is the first time I've actually done something like this. I was like, you know what? It's about time we make a sprite of the favorite character in all genres, Tumba. This did take me a long time to pull off. This is actually the first time I'm actually running this, so I'm giving this like a test demo, basically. Ugh. What the heck? Looking good so far. I tried my best to... Oh my goodness. I got this right. I tried my best to make the sprites look similar to... Thank you, Modor. I might have to bomb trigger this. Yeah, we're bomb triggering this. I made it similar to how the sprites were kind of with Tumba 1. Ah, I didn't do it right. There we go. So it looks pretty fresh. Actually, let's return back. Oops. This is something. Honestly, I didn't expect having a bomb start like this. Mode arms. So yeah, some of the sprites look a little bit different. I made it like that. Did I get it? Barely. Okay. Medicine. So yeah, I made the sprites. It looks similar to Link, but I didn't have a lot of work to work with. Also, the jumping animation, I made it so that it looks like Tumba is like pouncing on enemies. I think it turns out pretty good. And yeah, the sprites look similar to Link. Ah, great, another one. Another lifting thing. But I'm very happy at how this turned out. It looks pretty fresh. At any rate, this is, forgot to mention, this is the 108th weekly randomizer. Looks pretty nice so far, other than starting at level 6. Seriously, I think people are just hounding me just because I give level 6 like the maximum of beef. Hello, Nightmare Key. The worst kind of beef. But at least we'll get through this sooner rather than later. Stone beak. I didn't check to see if the beaks have items or not. Hello. Okay, rock's better. Alright, let's go back. Replenish our bombs again. If there is time... Oh, this animation actually looks pretty good. If there's time, I will do another seed featuring a little bit more of what I created. Help! I have no way to defend myself. That was a thing. I don't have any keys, do I? Okay. This seed is fantastic. So I am forced to go here. I am forced to go this way to do more shenanigans. So yeah, initially I wanted Tumba to do like a somersault like Link does, but I was like, you know what? I gotta make it similar to... Hello, Sword. I gotta make it similar to how Tumba is in its own game. So I purposely did this. It seems like everything looks good. Thank you. I don't even think hints even matter at this point. Also, I still don't have any keys, which is kind of worrisome. Very worrisome. Unless this is legitimately the key. This is legitimately the key. Okay. Alright, since we've gone out of our way to do this, we might as well just get this over with. 9 times out of 10, I am gonna have to go this way anyway. So yeah, this seed is a beatable seed, which means not all the items are gonna be bound. Wait, how am I gonna... Oh! Gotta use my noggin every once in a while. This is the worst dungeon ever, by the way. Another key. You know what? I'm gonna go back to the start. Which is probably a bad idea at this point, because I have to go through this door, this room again. The insufferable tiles. This is not even the worst part of this dungeon. To me, it feels like there's a ton of backtracking involved. Oh, I didn't expect this guy here. Alright, looks like the mini-bosses are randomized too. And I was actually expecting this to be a really quick, race, which is why I built another seed just in case we had time. So we'll see how that goes. I don't need that. We have enough keys for this dungeon. And we only have use for one of them. So the bosses are randomized. I am curious. Is this gonna be Facade or is it gonna be someone else? It could be Facade. It's Facade. I mean, the only thing could be is probably Facade, the Genie, or Modor. I need a shield. I'm just spamming all the bombs right now. Money. We have no use for money. Oh, come on. Let me through. Alright. What's the next dungeon? Please be level 1. It's level 7. This is probably a key here. I'll take that just for fast travel. Oh, and also I changed the volume, the music to monotone or tuned down tone, whatever it's called. It's pleasures of this kind of a mode. I do approve this mode, but I don't like level 6. Starting out at level 6 was the worst. Keys everywhere. I think the settings also said that all the dungeons play a role in this. So we're gonna go through all the dungeons. I have an issue with this dungeon though. I think a shield is at least required to beat the boss here. At least a shield, that would be great. We'll also take some other stuff too. Oh my goodness. Well, although I didn't expect to get pushed all the way down there, we can at least get this chest over here. To get absolutely nothing. Yeah, hits are actually the worst in this kind of a mode. Because it's just a dungeon chain. You have no access to the overworld at all. Good, it died. Ooh, okay. Okay, this helps simplify things. Actually, legitimately, this is actually one of the only items you can get from this dungeon. Let me do this real quick. Beat this mini boss. That we can't beat this. Yeah. We need powder. I think so we have to go all the way around again. We might be skipping that room. Like, I think it's this chest over here, or the other chest in another location is powder, then we have to go over there. Hello, Boots. Yeah, this is a required item. Alright, let's... Whoops. Let's see what this item is over here. I'm gonna have to save and quit again. But at least I won't be orphaning an item. I mean, this could be the nightmare key, actually. It gave us that key sound. It is the nightmare key. Alright, back to backtracking. This part would be a lot easier if we had the boomerang. There's actually one more item I could have gotten. Now that I think about it. Level 7, don't make me hate you. Don't make me hate you. Trying to think. What's the best way of getting this item? Maybe... Alright, this is going to force me to go back again, but I really don't want to orphan anything, so I'm going to dive in here and see what this item is. It sounds like a key, actually. It's a key. Could have been skipped, but oh well. Got an idea. Let's see if this works. To make going back a little bit quicker. Go this way, and this should be open. Alright, that worked out. Worked out perfectly. Watch level 1 be the last dungeon we do. Yeah, that's required. You really can't afford to skip anything until you're in go mode in this one. Alright, so given that... Oh, I forgot this was dungeon trouble. I mean, boss trouble. Alright, please hit him. Yes. And dead. Hello, bombs. I blew the fish up and it turned into a bomb. Fantastic. Whoops. Alright, let's go down here. Of course, level 4. We don't have any way of beating these guys over here, though. So we got no choice but to skip it. So yeah, we're gonna be continuously looking for items until it is potentially go mode. Items that we need, we most likely... Ooh, nice shield. That's gonna force me to go back, unfortunately. Items we need are the boomerang or the bow. We are most likely going to find the bow first. Useless seashell. Theoretically, we don't need the ocarina. Because I think this is going to chain up to the last dungeon anyway. And I'm just going to return back. Backtracking in the first 3 dungeons of the seed is outrageous. I have 2 keys. I have 3 keys. Okay. That's all the keys we actually need. Hello, powder. Oh boy. I got a nasty theory about that. That powder. What if I have to go back into level 7 and get that one item? Could that actually be a thing? Hello, Boomerang. I'm gonna do that, actually. This sort of a seed would do that. It would totally do that. Let's see, actually. I think the only item I'm missing, actually, is the map. Just in case, though. So paper should be here. Yep. I was curious. I wasn't looking at logic at all. I think all I need, actually... So I got the boomerang. The only item I would need is either the level 2 sword or the magic rod. And then we're basically in go mode. I am bad at jumping, by the way. I'm up. There we go. Jumping is so hard. I don't know why. Even though the animation of the jumping was hard. Can I grab this in time? Whatever it is. Nope. Just a key. That's no problem. So many keys. So yeah, once I have the magic rod or a level 2 sword, might as well get both of them. We can just rush to the rest of the seed. Supposedly. And I got about 2 more hours to stream, so we're gonna pull this off at least. We're gonna beat this seed at least. Paper. Let's see. I think I have all the items. I'm just gonna dive into the boss. Is this facade again? Oh, this is not facade. This is slime eel. I was waiting for like a second showing of facade. I'm hardly paying attention to my sprite work, also. I'm more focused on getting a good time at this seed. Given that I actually lost a lot of time going back to level 7 for some reason. I don't want to orphan anything and then have to come back all the way throughout the rest of the seed just to get one item. Alright, what's the next dungeon? Alright, that works. Level 3. We're getting the juicy dungeons out of the way. And by juicy, I mean a lot of checks. These dungeons are no joke. Key. Looks like everything's alright with my sprite work. First time, by the way. Alright, that's go vote. That is 100% go vote there. So we're just gonna be looking for nightmare keys and then enough keys to beat the dungeon. Hello, nightmare key. More powder. We also got the ability to beat all the bosses too. How many keys do I have? I have 3 and I need 3 more to open boss gate. I am bad at jumping! I don't even blame the sprites. I'm just bad at jumping for some reason. Key. I need one more key. There is a trick in this dungeon that allows you to skip key drops or keyed blocks. I still haven't practiced that yet. But I am interested in like learning new tricks in this game. Key. Yeah, I am not dealing with you, Blano. Goodbye. Don't need that. Oh, this is vanilla too. Alright, I just realized my death animation was right there. It looked silly. I didn't expect to actually run into my death animation right here. But yeah, this boss does like knock you into like the death animation sprite. Why? Okay. I'm confused why I got thrown into the shop like that. Oh, there is that one in a million chance that we need a bow for the seed. If the nightmare key is inside that bow check, we're doomed. But I don't think I skipped too much. The only stuff I skipped was like level 3. Like 2 checks of level 3. Actually, just 1 check of level 3. And that's easily to get back to. No, actually, I'm wrong. I skipped 2 checks in level 3. Alright, hopefully we get an early nightmare key, so we don't have to worry about going back to some dungeons. It's not an early nightmare key, but it's hell. We're getting all the powder now. Money. I feel like that took a little bit more hits, but I could be wrong. The wrong key. But yeah, I am generally excited for the special edition for Tomba 2. Finally having a release date. It comes out on a Monday, which is weird. I do work on Mondays. And I highly doubt I'll be able to get out of work early. But I will try my best to stream that day. At least the first part. I'm gonna skip this for now, just in case. Oh no, the key sound. That worries me. I really hope the nightmare key is not there. I generally hope it's not there. What? There we go. Jumping has been a huge challenge in my life for the last couple of weeks. Paper. Alright, I'm gonna be forced to do all these checks until we get the nightmare key. I overjumped. Overshot that. Alright, I'm gonna go this way. We got keys, we're gonna use them. I think going this way is actually a little faster, now that I think about it. Plus we get to restock our bombs. And then do this. I'm just gonna do my usual way. Not feeling very confident about tricks and stuff at this point. This is a different boss too, I think. It's a facade again. No, not Slimy again. That means there's gonna be one or two bosses that we won't even see. Okay, 5 hits. The rare 5-hit combo. I wonder if it's possible to do 6 hits. Alright, what's next? What is next? Level 5. What dungeons do we have left? We haven't seen level 1 or 2. Okay, nice key. Well, actually, that key is probably required to open this. I'm gonna go this way just in case. I think if we're able to beat this seed in like 10 minutes, which is probably not gonna happen, I'll have time to do the next randomizer. But are we gonna get that lucky? Probably not. Probably not. So far, none of these dungeons have been like go mode worthy. No. Saved. Was that 500 rupees? Whoa. That's outrageous. It's outrageous that we won't be able to spend it. Yeah, so far the seed is pretty fun. Didn't see many problems with the sprite that I made. Maybe this swimming animation could use some work. Vanilla Nightmare Key, by the way, folks. Vanilla. I concur that there has been no dungeon that was like go mode worthy. I don't know. Okay, looking at the sprite that I made, I don't know if I could work on it even more or not. It looks fine right now, at least to me. Alright, are we gonna get another slime eel in its vanilla location? I wonder if I can make this jump. Aha! Took me 5 attempts, but we pulled it off. Alright, slime eel or facade? It's another slime eel. There are so many eels. So many of them. Okay, I did a 5-hitter again. Nix. How many more dungeons do we have? That's not a dungeon. What? Do I go this way or down there? What is this? I remember something like this happening in one of the other randomizers. The monthly randomizers. I don't need any more items though. Okay, I'll take that at least. The red tunic. I don't think I want to pick this up. I knew it. Now what? Well, this is not a dungeon. I don't know what's going on. I got junk. Wait, was all this just a facade? What? Was there absolutely nothing here? Alright, this was all bait. It looks like it was just all bait. So maybe I had to go down there? But this looks like it goes back to the dungeon, doesn't it? Yeah, it goes back here. So I do have to do something over here. But wait. Oh, there's something up here. What is even happening? I didn't expect level 0 to be here. Oh, there goes the epic music. Alright, that's the nightmare key, but we need at least one key, I believe. Or was it two? I think it was two keys that we need to get to the boss gate. Okay, two keys. This thing. Key ball. I don't know why I talked to that owl. Easy. Alright, what else? Oh, no level 1 or level 2. But powder was required to at least feed... is that guy stuck? This happened before in the past. Yeah, Defo was stuck. I thought there was supposed to be 8 dungeons in this. So we didn't do level 1, level 2. I think that was the only dungeons we didn't get to. Maybe the dungeon 8 means like separate places that resemble dungeons. But then again, that corridor with a lot of items wasn't really a dungeon. It was just a place, a cave. Why must you troll? Oh. I goofed up. I goofed up, folks. I think I could probably do some combos before attack. Like if we're close to that fight, the phase of Ganon, we can dish out quite a bit of combos. Alright, I think that's it. And done. Interesting seed, although I did expect to get through like the 8 main dungeons. Still very interesting. Go mode was pretty quick. I think we ended up getting go mode pretty early. We just had to go through the rest of the seed. And I don't think I've seen too many problems with the sprites that I made. I guess the only caveat, well, the only issue is unfortunately Tumba's hair. I couldn't make it like I wanted it to, so I ended up opting for like a black color. Cause in Link's hair color, he's actually a blonde, but in the game it depicts as a black hair. What are these? What are these instruments? What is this land? This sounds so pathetic. Actually going to rush this part because I do not have a lot of time left. At best, I have probably about an hour and a half. An hour to an hour and a half to stream. Let's speed this up. I actually did want to watch the animation. Whoops. Alright, what do we get? What is our horrible time? Not too bad. It's under an hour, which honestly, that's what I was going for. So I have time to do one more seed to showcase my sprites. So I'll do that. I don't know if I'll be able to beat it, but I'm gonna give it my all. Gonna hop into the Discord for Link's Awakening Randomizer to see how everyone else did. Okay, I am pretty average on the time. Last week I was pretty average. I was in 4th place out of, I think it was 8. Like right in the middle. Well, always, most of the time, in the middle. I don't know why I decided to change the tone of this. It just felt like it'll be appropriate. Hello, food. And as it flies away. And we are winners. Alright, so I'm gonna switch it over to the next seed in a moment. Just want to make sure I generated the seed I was looking for to play. Alright. Alright, jumping back into the game to reset. Ah, much better. The original sound. And I think I put my custom sprites on here. I actually do not know if I did. Oh. Let's see. Okay. Yep, looks like I did. Alright, so apparently this is the 69th attempt of generating a seed for me. And yes, I have counted. It actually totals to 69 generated seeds. I generated more, but I never really played them. I used those as practice. I never really played through my practice ones. I generally I just practice just to get like tricks corrected and perfected, but never really played through the whole practice runs. Alright, so I generated a super weapons and 4 instruments, specific instruments. I got about an hour and 20 minutes left to stream. After that, I have to go to work. So we're gonna rush through this. Please be a friendly seed. And we're in Marin's house again. And thus concludes my 10-hour lecture of flying carpet something. Flying carpet. Sword. That's a different start. I do have randomized start location. I don't know where I'll be popped up to. Oh, here. The worst place ever. The shore. Legitimately, I think this would be a perfect place to put Marin's house at. Not ideal, but it's appropriate given where I start off with in the first place. There's not much I can do down here. It would be interesting if the developers had decided to like put Marin's house all the way down here at first. Also, given that my house, her house is all the way down there, I'm assuming the crocodile's house is replaced with Marin's house. Alright, it is hints time. Shield is in the prairie somewhere. Map Village holds a sword. I wonder if that's the sword I got. Roxfeller is in the shore. Nice. Flippers is at the wood. We're gonna be running around a lot, aren't we? vanilla. Well, semi-vanilla. Heart piece is usually there. I know there is one check I can do like right off the bat, and it's this one right over here. Yuck. Get that thing away from us. The crusty leaf. Bombs over there. Okay, we can get them right away. Unless they're fake bombs. Knowing our luck, they're probably fake. Oh my god. I don't know why the fake items are always over here. It makes no sense. It's so cruel. Also, I don't have powder. I do want to do this one check over here. Let's see what it is. A seashell. Alright, so we know the rock feather is somewhere at the shore. It could be in this chest, or it could be at the ghost house. And it's in this chest. Cool. Flippers is coming my way, most likely. Before we get the flippers, wherever that is, we are gonna go to the trending game, at least, to get some powder. Guess we can go fishing, too. I think I selected super items. Hopefully we did. Actually, having super items, I think that unlocks some parts of the east. Because we can jump pretty high. Actually, let's test that out real quick. Make sure this is super items. Yes! We are jumping. And that dog hates me for some reason. Hello, shield. Vanilla Yoshi doll. Interesting. Very interesting to find out here. The sea is kind of wide open, actually. Like once we get the flippers, we can go anywhere almost. And I think there might have been another check of the item, the settings that I've done. Seashell. Like, I'm not sure, but I think I may have checked having no keys in dungeons. But I'm not 100% sure if I did that. I have really bad memory. I just generated this seed just a few minutes ago. Wow. Just chuck that rock. Medicine. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, just money. Kinda regret. I'm just destroying these rocks. I kinda regret setting this as random start. Cause it's a pretty bad start location. Start off at the shore. First seashell. Before I go even further into the prairie, I would like to get the flippers if possible. And then we'll most likely make our way to level 2, beat that, and then we'll check and see what dungeons are required. The digging spade. Not something I wanted to look at right now. I'll skip it for now. Let's go this way. Stop giving me crusty leaves. I wonder if I can do this check over here. Is it possible to jump all the way over there? It's so close. It is insanely close. Okay, we got it. There's the flippers. Bombs? Are they real? Are they really real? Flying roosters at the prairie. Alright, I have about an hour to beat this seed. We'll see how that goes. Stop giving me hits for golden leaves. Golden crested leaves. Alright, anything good? Just a heart piece. Did I check this already? Yeah, the crusty leaf. Another heart piece. Oh, it's over here. While we're here, I'm going to dive into this. So in this dungeon, we only have access to 2 items altogether. But there's a huge stack of money here. We're gonna take it. You never know. We probably need 980 rupees in the seed. Or the ability to steal. Alright, this was necessary. We probably need that hookshot. Alright, there's one more item in here. And this is most likely the vanilla nightmare key coming up. Alright, so given that Tumba 2 is coming out, Tumba 2 Remaster, any streams going from here on in, they're gonna most likely be for, hello Vanilla Nightmare Key. They're most likely gonna be for, trying to go through the first Tumba game without taking damage. No hit challenges. I will most likely be able to stream again, give or take, Sunday? Which is in 2 days. My schedule is still kind of finicky until next week. Yeah, anybody that's been watching watching me over the past couple of months, I did mention my schedule is gonna be a nightmare. I won't be able to stream as much. But towards the middle of December, that animation's insane. I don't know why I created it like that. Towards the middle of December, I should be able to stream a lot more. But I'm still working on some things on my schedule for work. In regards to like the work schedule, it's still a little janky. There are times I may have to actually go into work working overnight. Okay, that's the second item. We can leave. And then the Tumba 2 special edition streams is probably gonna take at least 2 streams to beat that. It's a more lengthy game versus Tumba. Oh crap, I went too fast. Wind Marimba, level 5. Thunder Drum, level 8. Triangle... No, not that one. The Triangle. No, not level 6. Anything but level 6. Alright, this Claver, I might not be able to beat this seed because of level 6. Level 6 is a nightmare. There is a way we can beat the dungeon without having the level 2 power bracelet though. My issue is go this way actually. My issue is actually not that item, but it's the nightmare key is also some of the other placements of the items in that dungeon. There's also backtracking involved. And then for another thing would be finding the face key. We have no knowledge of where that key could be. So basically, go mode wise, I would need both of the keys for both level 1 and level 6. And I would have to have the bow or the boomerang too. That's required no matter what. And then I think that's actually pretty much it. So if we don't find a level 2 power bracelet, we'll be okay. Thankfully in this game, versus the remake, this game is not very lenient in regards to like needing all the items. There's tricks on how to get around all that. Why are there so many leaves? Why are there so many of them? I feel like Richie's Villa is actually going to play a role for a change. That scares me. Alright. I have the hook shot to destroy this guy. Well, I feel bad for that, that he knocks. I had no chance to attack, he just kept poking me with that stick. With the hook in it. Lens! Okay, I could probably go back to the shore from here. Another key, too. Of all the items as super, I don't think the sword has any implications for super weapons. I think it's just strictly the other items. And I don't know about the rooster. I think the rooster is just vanilla. Is this vanilla nightmare key? It sure sounds like it is. What's up with all the vanilla stuff going on? Alright, where's that fairy? Is it over here? There we go. Like, I am taking way too much damage that I'm used to. Alright, so where should we go after this? Hello, Genie. I missed you on the last seed. Where were you? You don't have any way... Actually, I can throw a bomb here. Or completely mess that up. Alright, I'll do this the vanilla way. Sword. No, actually, I didn't need this. I didn't need to get this, so I could have skipped this dungeon. Well, the dungeon's instrument. Alright, where should we go from here? So we got flippers, so I could do some flipper chats. There's also this. Oops. This has a lot more checks. Can I pull this off? Yes, we can. Thanks to super weapons. Alright, so... Oh, you know what, actually, I can't go to level 8 yet. Yeah, I can't do level 8 yet because... I actually need the boots. Or the level 2 shield in order to get through that fire trap. The flamethrower. Might as well stock up the money. You can actually afford both of the shop items. If we're like quick enough, we don't have to farm all that money. Alright, anything good over here? I mean, I'll take that. Not required, but you get to see Red Tumba. With slightly, hot red hair. Thank you. Yeah, it looks like the rooster is about the same. Alright, I got about 50 more minutes left to stream. I will try to do my best to be as quick as possible. But we'll see how that goes. Alright, so after this, depending on what item is here, it could be the boots, it could be level 2 shield. If it is that, I'll go to level 8. But if not, it's a flower. If not, then we're gonna go back down the mountain. We're not supposed to be able to come back, but we could do a super jump to get back over here. Making the trip a little bit easier. Then I think we could just jump through here. Yep. We could just jump down here and then go to the east a little bit more. And here comes the check. That I tend to orphan quite a lot. Is the rafting game. Destruction. I may have to fix this animation. Unless that's just the super weapons. Oh, it's probably just the super weapons. It's not me. So yeah, the only reason I probably won't be able to beat this is because of the items that we need. Given we need 2 keys. Jeez, the 4th leaf. That's too many leaves that I can handle. Angler keys and Tall Tall Mountain. Okay, we got the bow. So all we need are the keys of the dungeons, and then we're pretty much in go mode. No, wait, never mind. I need something else. I need the magic rod or the level 2 sword. Alright, so there's still items that we need, unfortunately. Alright, so from here, we can do the orphan check. And then we'll go to the castle after that. I am pleased with myself with how good the sprites were, how they look. Alright, that's required. So we got one of the dungeon keys. We would still need to have some way to get into level 8. Destruction. Pure and utter destruction. ₹200. Quickly being reminded that I still haven't gone to the shop. Once again being reminded that I haven't gone to the shop. We're gonna get all the money drops now. Seashell. I'll skip that. Vanilla seashell. And another seashell. There's actually one more item I need. I do need the hookshot. That is required for level 5. And the level 2 power bracelet to make things in level 6 a lot easier. So I think after this, I'm gonna do a bit of a detour to level 1. See what we can find in there. And we can do everything in level 1. And we can also check the item in the seashore. Which is a seashell. A seashell. If this was a go mode level 1, I would be so happy. Let's try that again. Arrows. Oh. Didn't want me to quick finish it. Alright, we got the first instrument, and I got about 40 minutes left. So yeah, we need 3 more items for go mode. One of them is the hook shot. I think that's all the items, right? I think there's one more item left. Okay, that's the last item. Another heart piece. Actually, no. I'm not falling for that. No. I wanted to save enough money so I could see... Oh, good. We can leave those rupees at the shop. Bombs are just chilling at the beehive. Another seashell. This is probably a better time than ever to do this trick. Because we're not gonna wait for 5 leaves. That's dishonorable. Another seashell. I'm curious of how this would turn out to be like the Oracle games, the super weapons option. That would incredibly break the game. For sure. Having the ability to jump this high all the time. And then having the rock skate makes things even more insane. Like logic wise, that would really break the game. Alright, let's turn this in right now, the bananas. Okay, we got the bow and the boomerang. We are set. Now give us the rest of the stuff. It's too bad we can't beat the slime eel without the hookshot. Another shield that opens level 8. Let's go this way. So next Friday, I actually found some time to take off of work. I'm excited about that. So I would be able to stream, and also I would be able to actively join in the community race they have every week. If it's hosted. So I will be streaming next Friday one way or another. Money. Alright, some things we can do. We can turn in... I went the wrong way. We could turn in the necklace. It's also something else I may have I thought of. If I ever get the boots, then I can do most of the checks of level 5, except for the boss, which is unfortunately a bit cumbersome. But at least we get those checks out of the way. Money. Keep your filth and change. Alright, looks like we're doing level 5. I mean, there's a good chance that the Pegasus shoes could be at the boss. But that hint is pretty important. I don't know, I think something's wrong with my swimming animation. Probably just leave it alone. Oh wait, no. Oh, I'm stupid. I do have the hook shot, so this is beatable. What was I thinking all this time? And I've been using it all this time without even realizing it. Like, the way the hook shot works in super weapons made me feel like I didn't have it. Like, to me, it feels like a completely different item. Key. Alright, so this dungeon is completely clearable. Forgive me, folks. I done goofed up. I just love spamming this on super weapons. Fear me, I have the power of infinite boomerangs. I was really hopeful that this would be over here. The Nightmare Key. So that way we can actually beat this dungeon and then come back into it without having to backtrack too much. Oh wait, do I have enough keys? I didn't notice that. Yes, we barely have enough keys to get over here. Alright, slime eel. Fourth showing of the slime eel in this stream. The last showing. Oh no. I've only hit it 3 times. I think the red tunic makes things even harder. Alright, I got less than 30 minutes to finish this before I have to end it. Fishing hook. got 2 of 4 instruments, and I still need the bass key and either the level 2 sword or the magic rod. Legitimately, I can do level 8, which is probably what the seed is trying to tell me, but it takes so long to get over there. So instead, we're going to do more of other stuff. There's one silly thing I just noticed. My tracker isn't showing items. It's probably because of the seed I played previously. But I've played this game many times. I know where all the checks are. So it's not too much of a problem. I will take this. How many boomerangs can we throw out at the same time? Is it infinite? Looks infinite to me. I'll take that. But it does look like the seed is pushing us to get to level 8 as soon as possible. Like, if there's nothing else over here, the only place would be the shrine area, and then it's level 8. I think I visited all of the shovel checks. So yeah, it's this or level 8. Well, fantastic. Brilliant. My most hated dungeon has the go mode item. So hopefully the face key is near in our nearest future. Unless they want us to do level 8. Probably get a dungeon key to some other dungeon, go into that dungeon, and then pretty much backtrack. It sure does look like it's leading towards that. I got about 20 minutes left to beat this. So where do we go from here? The epic arrow. Oh, you know what? Level 5. I didn't do everything in level 5. Whoops. I think that's probably what they wanted us to do. Like, as soon as I went to the, beat the dungeon, I'm like, okay, we don't have to do this anymore. That is not the case. So I probably would have had to go... I probably would have went to level 5. I mean, went to level 8. Then having to go back into level 5. I still feels like something's wrong with the swimming animation. Oh, the scale. That could be something too. I am hoping to find the dungeon key that I need. For once, I want to go into level 6. For once... Paper. Especially since level 6 has a hint of an item that we need. So once we get that key, we could just hightail to Face Shrine. And then be done with the seat. And I have about less than 20 minutes at this point to do that. Let's get this. Do I have all the items? I don't know yet. I do not have all the items. Pegasus boots. Alright, so that opens more things. And I think if this is a key, then that means there's like maybe one more item left. Yeah, I forgot I got a hint for the boots location. Is this a key? It is. So there's one more item here. Lame. And it's the very last check in the dungeon. Yuck. Oh, accidentally unequipped my bombs. Ocarina. That's gonna open even more checks. Alright, so we're not going up the mountain just yet. Alright, let's go check out the scale and then we'll do some more checks before going up the mountain, unfortunately. I'm gonna try to beat this seed, but I am running out of time to stream. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, this animation looks okay too. I've really outdone myself with creating this. Spent a lot of spare time trying to complete this, but just wanted to make sure everything was okay before I showcased it. Money really is spilling out of my wallet. How dreadful that is. There is a check over here. Not the key I was looking for. It's gonna make things a little bit more complicated. Give us the thing that we need. Right, 19 or not. Not 19 seashells. Still 18. Alright, I guess we'll do level 3, which is gonna eat up the time that I have left. I mean, I could probably stretch it to maybe 10 and edit 10 minutes. But I need enough time for me to get to work. pineapple. That's something I wanted to see at this point of the game. Not this. Fish. And paper. Another single destiny stick. Super easy to waste bombs with this. With this kind of a setup. Did I get all the items? I think there could be one more item left. Actually, I don't know. I'm just gonna go here anyway. We're like a lawnmower. This sounds like a key. Nightmare key. I still don't know if this is all the items though. It's hard to tell. That's all the items. Oh boy, where do we go from here? I got the ocarina and I have the song, the life song, whatever it's called. So this is legitimately another check. Supposedly I have 6 more minutes left. I can stretch it a tiny bit longer. No, I used the wrong song. Oh, disappointment. Pure utter disappointment on my part. Anything good over here? We're gonna leave that alone. Alright, let's try this again with the right song. It almost looks like we do have to do level... another single arrow. Or 10 arrows. Looks like we do have to do level 8 to get access to beat it. To get to have access to go to level 6. And then beat that and then go back to level 8. If that's the case, that's really trolling. Going back and forth into that dungeon. It's a huge chore. We're gonna do this check here just in case shenanigans happen. Can I make this jump? Yes, I can. Super items are so much fun. Oh. That happened. I pressed the button way too much. This one. I would be stoked if this was the answer, but something tells me it's probably not. It still looks like it's leaning towards level 8. Wait, I think there was a hint that said level 8 had the angler key. So what if you have to do level 8, go into level 4, get the face key from there, do level 6. That's gonna take way more than 10 minutes. Alright, we got one more check before having to go to level 8. Just one more, and I think it's this. Unless I missed something, this is the only check left. Oh, the way over here. As much as I love this, love hearing this all the time, I wish this was skippable. Dog food. You know, I did not check Martin's house to see what that guy has. Alright, I don't think I'm gonna be able to beat this seed. I don't have a lot of time left. But I would like to get close enough. Alright, what does dog food hold? A stick leading to the bomb, so no. No thanks. So the last bit of things I would be able to do on the stream would be to just do level 8, and that's basically all I have time for. Or at least do as much as we can in level 8. Given that we don't have the level 2 sword, it looks like it's leading towards that. Nine days of Tumba 2 re-release. Yuck. Angler Key. Alright, Angler Key is terrible. Tumba 2 is amazing. So I guess well, the Steam version says it will come out on December the 15th, which is at this point 10 days from now. But is that for the consoles? Can I make this jump? It's possible. Yep. It's definitely possible. Yeah, Tumba 2 is an amazing and very good game. Very fun. I'm gonna try to stream it on at least day 1 of the Steam version. Cause that says it's coming out on the 15th of December. You ordered the collector's edition? Oh, you're so lucky. Yeah, I honestly, I missed out on it, unfortunately. I wish I got the collector's edition. That's pretty awesome though. I am most likely gonna have to go back into the dungeon, so I'm gonna kill the turtle. Or alligator, whatever the thing is called. Last year, I got the Switch version and the Steam version of Tumba Special Edition. Things taking forever to die. That's unusual. I never get an acorn or the tree, the piece of power in that. Eat the boomerangs! I got nothing. Yeah, I got about 5 minutes left to stream. So yeah, this is not gonna be clearable as much as I want it to be. I don't have time. I gotta get to work before I'm late. Even if I get the base key right now, it's probably too little too late. But if I get the base key and then also... I went the wrong way, by the way. If I get the base key and then also, the level 2 sword, it's a possible... Wow. It's a possibility that I might be able to at least beat this dungeon. Alright, clearing this dungeon is a possibility. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't have time to finish the seed. I got about 4 minutes left to stream. Yeah, I didn't get Tumba 2 until I was like a teenager. I don't have much memories, playing the game with like friends and stuff. I played Tumba 1 a lot with my friends, family, cousins. I do love Tumba 2. And I think I'll grow loving it a lot more once the special edition comes out. And the same hopes I have for the special edition that I have for the Tumba 2 special edition. I want them to add more events. Like, more new events. I so desperately want them to add, like, new things. To give us hope that a Tumba 3 will come out eventually. And I got about 3 more minutes left to stream. I am so sorry, folks. If I was off on Fridays, like I used to in the past, I would be able to clear this. But it's not gonna happen. Not today. Next Friday for sure, but not this Friday. Not today. Paper. Alright, let's have a fight against Blano. You know, I still don't even have the Nightmare Key. Oh yeah, we're definitely not beating this seed. That was quick. Oh, I have the level 2 sword. Come on, I just want to beat this boss at least. At the least this boss. Alright, I got one more minute, but I'm gonna keep on pushing it. So I do want to try, beating this with, just the level 2 sword, if possible. Now, it is pretty tricky to get to, the boss gate from here, because you have to not take any damage. And if you do take damage, you gotta find some way... Hello, Vanilla Nightmare Key. There are a ton of vanilla stuff in this seed. So you gotta find a way to, not take damage right here. I'm gonna do the lava swim. Hopefully it turns out okay. This is not easy to do with the chance of getting hurt though. But with the super items, I think it's actually easier. Oh. How did I take damage right there? Whoops. The real question is, how did I actually live the lava? Weird. Alright, I do have medicine. So I can get to low health. Or... No, never mind. I can get to low health to get down to my medicine. It takes half hearts each. So if I keep doing this, killing myself. There we go. I just have to not take any damage from here on out. Alright, goal sets. I'm just gonna get this and then I unfortunately have to leave. Worth. Would have been funny if that was a base key. That would be disgusting. Alright, I'm sorry folks. I have to get out. So this will be it. Hope everyone have a good day, morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is. But yep, this has been Tumba DC Presentations, and I will see y'all next time.